Welcome back to Tyranny. We've just entered the Chorus or Scarlet Chorus command center. Let's see what they have to offer. We have 7 days to go until the Day of Swords, when Kyros' edict is gonna kill everyone, unless we can get the Oathbreakers to surrender. What do you have here? Water! Yay! I mean, dehydration is a big thing. It's kind of important. Is everything okay over here? Shivershank. Okay. Quite shiv. It proves everything! Like, for instance, whether you're fit to lead this flock of children. Did you not hear the news of the edict? This is the foolish distraction. We ought to be saving our fight for the enemy. What's the problem here? No problem here, Lord Binder. Captain Fuckwit here seems he's about to balk from this challenge. Thinks just because he used to run a ship, he's qualified to run a gang. So I'm calling him out, because the way I see it, his warriors ought to follow me, not this new blood. Captain Fuckwit was my father. Fuckwit will do just fine. If we have to prove our strength, we'll do so happily. But I'll have your hands and feet removed, and the rest of you kept for my own use. Ew! What the hell, dude? I don't like you. How about... I'll let you all fight this out. The soldier offers a quick, solemn nod. My money's on Quiet Shiv. And my hope is on Quiet Shiv as well. Come, who of you will be the first to meet my blade? Haha! They got steamrolled. Do you got any words for me now? What are you looking at? I mean, I'm looking at the loot you just gave me. Thank you. I'm glad that sorted itself out. And we did get some minor favor. The guard places her hand on her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of a blade. Past this point is Chorus territory, and you don't look like someone's conscript. You sure you're in the right place? I'm always in the right place. That walking hunk of rust. What's maybe it, doing here? I will push her the heck down. Before she can draw her blade, you advance. Place your foot behind hers and give her a stiff shove on the shoulder. Caught off balance, she tumbles backwards, triggering an outburst of laughter in the other guard. I mean, I hope I didn't, like, get her killed or anything, because she proved to be weak. I can't believe you sassed a Fatebinder. You're such a stupid paunch. Didn't I tell you we had a special guest coming? Come on in. And don't let the ninny shitters in camp give you any guff. That was pretty awesome. Now, what do you have to offer this camp? Defnel Variakel. Is that a title or a name? You. So, you're Tuna's Fatebinder. I was expecting something more impressive. Defnel, Scarlet Fury. My time is yours for as long as it amuses me. Let's make one thing clear. Stick to your words and law, leaving the fighting to the grown adults. Your corpse would just be a tripping hazard to those of us having a proper bit of carnage sport. We've got enough useless twats dying for our name as it is. All our horde recruits seem good for of late is piling in a shit-reeking mound on the battlefield. I mean, their language is quite a lot more colorful than the disfavored, I'll give them that. Keeps up and we'll have to toughen our recruitment standards again. Now, what do you need? You said something about the horde thinning. Can we help out with that? Swelling until it's thundering, then crashing and receding. It's been the way of the Chorus for as long as I've been in it. We take our prisoners alive, give them a chance yet to live, to be reborn into something better. Putting any and every able body to the sword, like the disfavored do, is nothing but a waste. A conquered enemy is but a new ally. It merely requires a proper coercion. Of course, we do something we do sometimes have the problem of lingering loyalties. Deserters are rarely successful in their escape, but they do try. The Vendrian Guard, strengthened by their numerous blood ties, have been particularly stubborn. And so I've got a better plan hatched. What plan is that? I'm thinking we redouble our efforts to recruit settlers, focusing on the unaligned and unsuspecting instead of flushing ourselves to the gills with oathbreakers claimed from the battlefield. And how exactly do you plan to convince them? A knife point has defined us well enough in the past, but you've inspired me to try a more diplomatic approach this day. What do you say, Binder? You might be able to ease them into the idea, and save the lives of their friends and neighbors in the process. Sure, why not? My methods are surefire, you'll see. I'll mark the settlement on your map. I can't wait to see the outcome of your efforts. Also, can I, like, punch you in the face for your disrespect? Insult me again and I'll bury that blade in your belly before you can scream. I think they'll actually enjoy that. Gain loyalty with verse, gain favor with the Scarlet Chorus. So sometimes these guys don't pop up, the favor things. Maybe there's something more to you Fatebinders after all. Alright, farewell. The remote settlement. Let's check our world map if we can. Can we do that? Chat log, combat log. I guess it's up here. Also, it's over there. Darn. So we'll have to backtrack in order to get there. And this guy takes whopping 8 hours. That's 16 hours to and from. Hopefully there's going to be some stuff on the way that we unlock, because I don't want to waste too much time. Also, we did level up in the end of the last episode, so we should have a attribute point for carts. I'm going to put that in wits. Anyone else got any? No. But I think I have... Oh, Barrack and Carts have a talent point. There are 6 categories of talents available. Yeah, we know that already. Within a talent tree, each tier of talents unlocks based on how many talent points have been spent. Each companion has their own talent trees with unique abilities. As you spend points within a companion talent tree, further tiers of talents become available. Cool, cool, cool. I would like... Can I not... Oh, requirements level 3. Leadership should be a good thing if I'm gonna be like a support... diplomat type of dude. But... for now, let's see what else we got. Power. A sweeping cone attack that hits multiple nearby enemies. Adds armor penetration to the thrust ability. And a palm strike that interrupts and pushes back and silences. That could be pretty handy if I want to get up close and personal to a spellcaster. What else? Agility, flurry of blows, feint, light foot. Movement speed is always good for positioning. Hobble, escape, poison darts. How about magic? Grants a bonus to lure skill. Arcane charge adds the spell breached affliction to thrust attacks. Also grants a bonus to magical skills for short time after using thrust. Charge up your magic staff and release a powerful burst of energy. That might be the taker. Unless, I mean, this might be good for conversational skills as well. So I think we're gonna take that, and the next point towards the charge strike. But I want to focus in magic and leadership, and maybe power. Well, let's put the lore points right there. What's our next tier here? Additional spell slots, energy shield, and a cone of magic. That might be our next bet as well. Barrack. Punisher and Sentinel. So one is probably a damage dealer and one is a tank. Let's go with a Clash of Iron. Seems like a taunt ability. Very handy. I'll take it. Save all. What do you have? Duelist and Skirmisher. But you don't have any points, right? But you did get these two unlocked already. Alright. Variakel. What do you have for us? The fifth eye must authorize all prisoner visits. Alrighty then. So we gotta talk to the guy in charge.
Can't do that.
The leader should be in this tent, right? If I can go into it. Or it's you, Snigler Dagos. Oh, the fifth eye. Here we go. The Binder of Tunon arrives. And we just finished having a bit of sport with some captives. But worry not, we'll have more fun with another batch momentarily. Now that you have issued this edict and doomed us all to die, have you come to help us climb out of this hole? I'm not here to follow your every order, but we all need to work together to stop this edict. But of course, you are Tunon's concubine, not mine. How dare you call me concubine? I am his right-hand man. Which could be twisted into some sort of, well, dirty joke. But let's not do that for now. I envy your long leash and hope you will grace us with your prowess, if only to set an example for the rabble. We know the Oathbreakers are focused on the citadel beneath the mountain spire, but we have learned this is not their only nest. Given their patterns of attack, they must have a second group maintaining camp here in the outer valley. And unless we deal with the second group, they'll attack from behind the moment we cross the river. Alright. You have this large a force, and for all these weeks you've let the enemy move freely through the valley. I'm hurt. Insult my manners or maturity, but do not insinuate that I sit idle when there's blood to be shed. We have dealt with countless Oathbreakers, but one group remains at large despite our best efforts. Captain Pellux's crew consistently evades our kills, or kills our gang. So you need help. And while a good old-fashioned slaughter would be an efficient solution, the smarter answer is not to kill them, but to add their strength to ours. My last group of scouts returned with a new batch of prisoners, and one of these prisoners claims she can lead us to the Vendrian Guard's secondary camp, though there are shreds of deception in her voice. I could use your help questioning this Variakel. Perhaps you will get less screams and tears and more useful information out of her. If we knew where to ambush the Oathbreakers, we could try to take their captain and show him the wisdom of joining the chorus. What? Should I try to blackmail them? I don't belong to Archon Nerad. What's my help worth? You wound me, Fatebinder. And I thought the joy of working with the illustrious Archon of Secrets would be reward enough. But you'd need to be missing half your head to think an expert works for free. Tell me, what will make this worth your while? Faithful service is reward enough, so long as my efforts are recognized. The opinions of others matter that much to you. Then far be it for me to argue. It would be my pleasure to speak of your charitable deeds at great length. I'll even be sure to tell Tunon what a noble ally you've been. I will do it. I'll meet you there. She's waiting by the other prisoners. Cool. Let's see what we can find out from Variakel. Also, I was looking at the factions, because you gain these bonuses at certain tiers, and I noticed this. Eb, who we met last time, is listed under companions. So we might be able to recruit her at some point, which could be pretty good. So that is something to keep in mind. I mean, the fifth eye is coming right here. If you wanna, like, authorize me. Walk faster, you son of a bitch. There we go. That should do it. Please, someone. I wish to bow before the voices of Nerat. I thought all could find redemption in the chorus. A woman in the makeshift armor of the Vendrian Guard lurches forward in agony. Her soiled, trembling legs suggests she has been forced to stand for days. This one was hollering earlier that she knows the location of the Vendrian Guard encampment, but she isn't being entirely honest. I told this thing that I wanted a guarantee I'd live to be welcomed into the chorus as a captain, then I'll talk. Otherwise, they'll just kill me once I've opened up. I was dumb enough to join with the Vendrian Guard, but I'm not dumb enough to give away my bargaining bronze. You claim you would disavow your people for the Scarlet Chorus. Why the change of heart? Because I want to live, and you don't want to be the Archon of Premonitions to know that the younger realms are gone for good. Kyros is the new strength of the tiers, and I would rather stand with the Archons than be crushed by them. Why would I trust the words of an Oathbreaker? I suppose I have no answer for that. When I joined with the Vendrian Guard, I accepted their broken vow unto myself. Have you not felt passion for the foolish cause, one you later came to regret? Well, my surrender is sincere, and I'm willing to bow before the voices of Nerat to prove it. She's awfully focused on the voices of Nerat. Maybe she's like an assassin, trying to gain an audience? Maybe. Tell me what you know and I will see to your release. I heard the chorus is looking for Captain Palox Florian and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. Was Palox Florian the guy Eb was looking for? She was asking for some other dude. I can't really remember. Can I check my log while in here? I probably can't, right? You're lying. Why don't you tell me what you actually know and I'll see about saving you? Well, you see... So I don't know exactly where the rest of my crew is, but I mean, I can tell you. Search that one. She reaches up with her right leg and points with her foot, calling attention to a nearby pile of corpses. The tall dark one missing most of his face. Check his left boot. He was the littered one in our crew. He had the orders. With a snap of his fingers, a pair of choirmen yank the boot off the fallen guardsman. A rolled parchment slides out of the boot and is thrust into the fifth eye's hands. He unfurls a scroll and gives it a read. Also, why am I not getting that scroll, you son of a bitch? I'm not liking you. It's nonsense. Just mash words. She said she had information, but she gives us garbage. Slay this wretch for wasting our times. He snaps his fingers at a nearby Scarlet Fury, who promptly snatches a long knife from her belt. Let's give her the initiation rites. There might be a code or something that you're dumb enough to miss. Seeing as you are an expert on the subject of fate, I will entertain your wisdom on the matter. What then would you propose to do with her? Ooh. We can have her test her loyalty by killing her fellow guardsmen. We can send her back as an agent. Or have her be a slave. I don't like slavery. Slavery's not cool, even in fiction. Even if they're for me. Ah, yes. Let's test her loyalty. Varia looks at the prisoners, warns her allies, and closes her eyes as their bonds are untied. The onlookers snicker and cheer when a heavy rock is placed in her hand. Mouthing something inaudible, probably, "I'm sorry, friends," she lifts the rock high above her head and smashes it down on the prisoner's skull, wincing back a scream as she hoists the stone over her head a second time to finish the job on the other prisoner. The bloody rock hits the ground, and Varia slumps to her knees in defeat a moment later. Well, I gotta be somewhat evil sometimes, right? I can't be too good. Good, good. Welcome to the Scarlet Chorus. Do not fail us. Where's a slave to clean up the offal when you need it? Maybe she can be trusted? Maybe. We're no closer to finding the Oathbreaker's position, not with this cryptic mess. She promised us answers and all she gave us was gibberish. Can you give me that damn thing already?
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish. More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
The voice comes from another prisoner tied up next to Varia, an older gentleman with the quills, ink vials, and parchment scrolls one finds on the sages of the School of Ink and Quill. Ink smudges cover his cheeks, temples, and ears. His clothes appear charred, and between the rips of the fabric you spot burn scars along his arms. Despite being emaciated and tied to a post, he offers a beaming smile. I will read it for myself first. You unroll the parchment and see a message of modest length, written with professional albeit hasty penmanship. The Tearsmen speak the Kanto, just like the Northerners, but they have a half-dozen different ways of writing it. This particular script is unknown to you. Alright, dude. Who the heck are you?
I'm Sage Lantry, one of the hired quills that was coordinating missives between the Vendrian Guard captains. They aren't paying me anymore and aren't coming to my rescue. So I'll decipher that parchment for you. That's what smart prisoners do, right? Make themselves useful?
They do indeed! What is a hired quill? Running a household or army requires a great deal of logistical know-how. So basically they're administrators for hire? Let's show him the thing.
Well, let me see. I can't...
You hold the parchment in front of the bound sage, and his eyes dart down the length of the missive. He reads the words a second time, nodding in silence.
I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post. I know, I'm weird that way.
A few hours? Either you can read it or you cannot. What use is a sage that doesn't know his letters? I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have some fun with this one. Your life depends on you translating the scroll now.
I would love to help. I just need some time. That's written in another sage's shorthand. I'd have to sit down with it, or better yet, compare it to a piece of his writing I have stashed on me somewhere. If I sat down with it while sufficiently sober, it's highly probable I'd figure it out.
Sober? Since when do we share the good stuff with the prisoners?
Oh, nobody shared. Right before I was taken prisoner, I imbibed several vials of reagents. I wanted to be numb and disconnected when my captors used me for carnal catharsis. It's made these last few days tied to a post almost enjoyable.
He's kinda smart, and just the fact that he has a voice actor kinda hints that we might be able to recruit him. Also, he's got loyalty and fear. It can't hurt to give him a few hours. You read the edict. I don't need to tell you the sundial is working against us. This addled old bag is just trying to stall us. Untie him, give him a chance. Are you giving me orders, Binder? Does this look like Tunon's court? Last I checked, only the Archon of Secrets can tell me what to do with a prisoner. If this old man wants freedom, we shall give him his fair shot at a trial.
Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
Now, if I'm right, and this guy is gonna be a companion, it might be good to get on his good side. For now. I'll be his champion. This one needs to live.
Good. I like it when Tunon's puppies get their paws dirty.
I wouldn't mind taking a swing at some loudmouth chorus braggarts myself.
Sweet! Everyone liked that decision! Did you hear that, brothers and sisters? Trial by combat is upon us! The sage is unbound from the post. Stiff legs nearly buckle as he attempts to walk, and his arms flex and flail in their new freedom. Wiping sweat and grime from his brow, the sage stepped close to you with a nervous smile. Rhythmic roaring and the stomping of hundreds of feet in unison flood the camp. Horsemen begin to circle and swirl about, brandishing weapons and cheering. If they got this worked up to fight the enemy, I ventured the war would be over by now. Begin the chant of gathering. Let the warriors know that tonight's entertainment will soon commence. Alrighty then. Is there gonna be like a one-on-one situation? Brothers and sisters, who among you sets the standards for strength? Who among you will help winnow the weak from the strong? Our claimants have been assembled. Now let the trial of the Oathbreaker begin. I mean, if we lost this battle, wouldn't that be super horrible? And we'd have to, like, do that whole section over? Just saying! But I'm thinking we're gonna go for this person right here first. And you, Kart, are going to... Oh wait, you're bleeding? What are you doing in the front lines, you son of a bitch? I would like you to do a warrior's respite. Just in case.
I'll omit that from the record.
Oh, we got him to join us as well. Lantry, what do you have for us? Quicken. Quickly hits the Fatebinder, so that's a combo move. Restoring Touch. Let's use that on yourself. You're taking a bit of beating. I would like you to do something about this guy. Can you mock everyone inside this range here? I don't like them hitting our, I guess, spellcasters. And you, I would like you to do a renewal. Restores the party weapon and armor to pristine condition. Sure. Do that. And I would like you to do a burning iron on this guy. You are not doing so hot on the old health right now. Can I get some potions over? Wait, you already have one? Why don't I see it on your quick bar? What? Quick items. This slot cannot be changed in combat. Well, you might be going down then, because this one only heals the Fatebinder. If I run away though, how's that? You appear to be following me. If I block you in with Kart and her verse, that seems to be good. Now, Titan's Touch. I would like to do that on Barrack. Barrack is taking a bit of beating. Iron Tolling. Both bang their harassing an enemy, compelled to attack Barrack. Now, let's do a freezing attack on that guy. Hopefully get a freeze in. No, it failed, but he's down. He's gonna go down right about now. Oh, and we made it. Wait, is that my dude? Well, by the righteous shedding of blood, we have found our answer. Regrettably, it appears the sage is worthy of leaving our camp alive. By the custom set forth by the voices of Nerat, you are free to go, old man. Brag to your grandkids that you fell afoul of the chorus, yet lived to tell the story. That was fun. Your warriors almost put up a good fight. It really is bloodletting weather, is it not? My conscripts need to see more warriors of your skill in action. I thank you for the lesson you have given the camp. I thought I died tied to their posts. Now hand me that parchment. I'm certain I can decipher it. Well, much of the parchment was weathered, but I could make out the important parts of the text. The note makes mention of a meeting spot west of Tripnettle. So, the old sage knows his words after all. I'd ask that you travel ahead and see if you can get this Captain Florian to yield to the chorus. They will strike at first sight of a chorus gang, but perhaps they will parley if yours is the face they see. Especially if Eb found them. She might let us in. I know the area and I suggest we go at once. I'll show you the way. I'm eager to be far from the stench of this camp. Why? Because the alternative is what? Living here with these illiterate brutes? My old study is under a river of fire and there's no family missing me. Beside, I rather chronicle the binder that twice proclaimed an edict of Kyros. I'd be a fool to let someone else write the story. Sure, let's go. Splendid! You won't be disappointed. I know I may seem old and frail, but I know how to step lightly and know how not to get killed. Really, I won't slow you down. Lead the way, and let me know if I can be of service. Are we done here? Let's hightail it to Tripnettle. If your new pet doesn't behave himself along the way, I'm not above clipping his ears. Me neither. However, that is going to be a tale for another day. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share the videos around. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time.